Welcome one and all to today's Grand Prix here in southern Russia. A beautiful location besides the Black Sea and a race that has historically been dominated by the Silver Arrows. Mercedes have won here 6 times since the first race in 2014. Can someone else muscle in on that record here today? Built on the shores of the Black Sea, the Sochi Autodrome is a 3.6-mile tour around some of the venues built for the 2014 Winter Olympic Games. Close barriers may make overtakes more challenging, but with 56% of the lap taken absolutely flat out, we certainly won't be wanting for pure speed. A fitting arena then to do battle at the pinnacle of motorsport. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Bottas, Charles Leclerc and Sainz, Norris, Ricciardo, Gasly and Sebastian Vettel, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, George Russell and Robert Schwartzman, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Mazepin and the Black Mamba. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Well, hello everyone, it's the Fat Boy back again with round 10, if I'm not wrong, here in Sochi. Well, I started this episode differently due to the fact that I did take a grid penalty because most of my components were over 80% worn, so I just had to change them, and there's no point showing qualifying because in the end I'll get demoted. So anyway, here come the 5 red lights here in Sochi Autodrome in Russia for the Russian Grand Prix, and it lights up and away we go. Verstappen gets quite a good start, and we managed to overtake Mazepin heading into the first DRS zone, but DRS has not been enabled yet, and it's an absolute what do you call it, wreckfest, I guess you call it. Heading into turn 2 now. We are side by side with our teammate Robert Schwartzman. And heading down into turn 3, this is where Vettel crashed because Kvyat hit him back in 2015. As now looking at the pack ahead, there's quite a huge train of cars ahead. And we are still behind Robert Schwartzman, heading into the second sector. There's pretty much not that much to say, as I'm getting quite a lot of dirty air from Schwartzman. So it isn't ideal as Russell tries to go for an overtake around the outside, but I managed to hold position. So now we head into the final back straight. DRS is not enabled yet, so not much you can do, and Russell is trying to go side by side with me, heading into the heavy braking zone of the right-hander. As now we managed to hold him off and managed to close up the gap to Schwartzman by half a tenth. As now we head down into the final left-right chicane, and I think we went off. We didn't take that right turn quite beautifully, because I think it's what they call an off-camber turn. I think it's called off camber if I'm not wrong. So now heading into lap 2, not that much action, so we are gonna hold out in 18th place for now. As we now head into lap 3 when DRS is enabled, as we go down the inside of our Russian teammate who is having his home Grand Prix, and we overshot the corner. Schwartzman could have gone for a switchback, but I managed to go onto the track in time, and Schwartzman trying to go around the outside, but I managed to hold position. And here's the off camber turn, I think that's what everyone calls it. As now Lewis Hamilton sets the fastest lap of 1 minute 32.6. We head down the final 2 right-handers, and we managed to go up to 17th place with a personal best of 1 minute 34.9. Now I can't celebrate too early just yet because there's gonna be a small DRS train as Schwartzman tries to go down the inside, heading into turn 2. I managed to go around the outside with more cornering speed, a greater apex speed, and we managed to hold out at turn 3. And Russell has gone ahead of our teammate in the Williams, so a bit of action for Schwartzman. So heading into lap 5, we'll just see how our teammate is gonna do after 2 laps of non-action stuff, no actions. As now we head into the Schwartzman has spun. Schwartzman has spun and is now down to last place. So that's one car down, and pretty much the race is in my hands for the team. So I'm just gonna try to finish as high as possible, heading into the pit lane. As now we head into the pit lane following Russell. We are gonna get a bit of we are gonna get the air into the pit entry, but it isn't gonna bother us that much. And now our team just have to nail the pit stops beautifully. If not, I'm gonna suffer a Schwartzman down at P21. So that's that's Nikita Mazepin right behind us, and we're going to the pit lane much slower. But this isn't the slowest pit lane in F1. In fact, the slowest pit lane is actually Melbourne, I think. 37 miles per hour in terms of the what you call the speed limit. And if you never catch that, I went from the mediums to the medium tires again, so I have to go back into the pits on lap 9. So this is race over for us, and Schwartzman is ahead of us right there. And now we just have to go to the softs and try to race as hard as possible, race as fast as possible, so that we can at least fight for the wooden spoon with Schwartzman, because that's the least we could do instead of finishing last. So this is not ideal as we go out of the pit lane with no motivation to race anymore, as Max Verstappen takes the race win. And now I'll just be in dismay for now.
Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. Talk to me, Ant. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
Now Hamilton got second place even with the fastest lap, and Verstappen takes pole or first. Well, I am doing this commentary just after the Abu Dhabi qualifying, and Verstappen got pole by 4/10 of a second to Hamilton, and he is gonna start on softs on the race day on Sunday. So it's not ideal for Mercedes, but Mercedes have to take the win. If not, it's still gonna be Verstappen's hands in terms of the championship, even though they are tied. Lewis Hamilton, but we're gonna go for Verstappen because he has more race wins than Hamilton. So obviously I'm Team Mercedes and Team Lewis for 10 years already. And back to the story. Obviously I want Lewis to win, but now in the R&D section, we're almost finishing all the R&D upgrades, and we're gonna have to upgrade the facility for the aero and chassis to Spec 2 soon, probably after the Japanese Grand Prix. So let's see what upgrades we have. We do get some components from our engine supplier Honda, as hopefully we can get the monocoque structure.
We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
And for this department event, I decided to get the 1000 R&D points, And now I'm starting to regret that decision. I should have gone for the
Thanks.
simulator
I
choice
appreciate
so
you
that
taking the
Schwarzman
time
can
to
get
help out.
an extra 7+ rating on the engines. So anyway, we get a monocoque structure and is a major upgrade, and we get power unit upgrades from Honda, our supplier. So we are going closer to the Alpine teams, as now we are above Aston Martin. We are tied with Aston Martin in terms of aero, and we are 7th best. So we are starting to see progress, and hopefully we can bring that in Sector 2 as well. And if you went to the end of this video, if you enjoyed it, make sure you like. If you want to subscribe, if you want to leave a comment as to what can I improve to make videos more entertaining. I'm the Fat Boy. Thank you for watching till the end of this video. And without further ado, I'll just end this video here, and I'll see you tomorrow maybe. Goodbye.